Hello everyone! Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VIII. I'm the Black Shadow, and, well, we've just left Balam Garden right there, and for those of you used to more sort of traditional RPGs, this is where that traditionality starts to end, folks. Alrighty, so, in the last video, Quistis was about to lecture us about GFs, or Guardian Forces. Now I'm going to give you my own tutorial because it's a lot better and I think a lot more interesting. So, you know, she's rubbish. She might be a teacher, but that doesn't mean she's very good at it. Right, Guardian Forces. Now, you've got a couple of Guardian Forces here. You got you got Quetzalcoatl and you've got Shiva. Now, Guardian Forces, as she sort of said, are sort of like sort of the summons of the game. They work in slightly different ways to what's normally expected. As far as their actual physical, sort of in battle as such capabilities, then no, they can only attack by sort of being summoned used to attack things. But I'll get to that later. Now, if you have a look at say our characters here, let's say with that's not the one we want. Yeah, the Junction mini. So let's look at Squall here. Now, as you can see here, we've got various stats. He's got his health, his strength, vitality, so on and so forth. But you'll notice every single one of these options are greyed out bar junctioning. And we can basically you can junction a Guardian Force here. And well, you'll see where this is going, folks. Now you also notice that if you look at our commands mode, we've only got the attack command. This is not good. So let's say we want to say, well, apparently junction a Guardian Force. Now we have the option here, folks, is you have an option to sort of equip a summon onto, well, with a character. Think of it sort of like Final Fantasy VI's sort of like, the Magicite sort of theory. And it has, a lot of uses actually doing that. First of all, if I go up and down here, you'll notice if you look at the bottom left, you'll notice different things coming from white, like Quetzalcoatl, that magic apparently becomes available, and with Shiva, spirit apparently becomes available. Now we want to let's give Squall Shiva. You can actually equip more than one Guardian Force as well if you so desire, but for the purposes of at the moment, let's just equip one. Now we don't have any magic, so we don't have to worry about that. Now once you have a Guardian Force, only need one Guardian Force, doesn't matter who it is that you've equipped. You then have the ability to set some commands. So we've got a few commands here and abilities down here. I'll explain those in a moment. We got magic to cast magic, believe it or not. GF to summon the Guardian Force. We can drawing magic, and using items. Now let's just put on magic, draw, and items for now. We don't need GF for now. Abilities are something a little bit different. I'll explain those a little bit. Right. So that's given to Squall. If we go to Quistis and give her Quetzalcoatl, and we shall do the same thing with her. Now that we have, so now you'll notice here that, that's about more or less what we can do for the moment. Now, judging magic, I'll show this for the moment. Now, as you go along here, there's all sorts of statuses, like here, status attack and defense, elemental affinities, and your stats here. You notice that one's white. These don't do anything. That one you can do something with, and you can junction magic as it's concerned. Now, I can't obviously show that until we get some magic. So how do we get magic, folks? Well, that is with that draw command down there. Although before we do that, one thing you might want to do is go to the Guardian Forces menu here, which we were on earlier, and there you can cycle between all the Guardian Forces in the game. There are 16 in total, although a few of them are actually hidden. Not a huge amount you get automatically through the course of the game as such. Now, let's say we go on to Quetzalcoatl here. You notice Quetzalcoatl here has his own stats. Level 1, 300 health. Now, one of the big things, well, there's a couple of things here. You notice we've got compatibility at the top right, which, compatibility is about, how compatible a Guardian Force is with a person. And basically that means that if you summon a Guardian Force, it takes less time to summon them as such. But the important thing we want here is the learn, which is the only thing we can really do on this screen. And here, there are all sorts of abilities that you can come up with. You've got various white ones here, like Magic, GF, Draw, which we've already learnt. We've got a lot of grayed out ones here. Like you got here, you can junction magic to your health or your vitality. You've got commands. You've got abilities, sort of party abilities. You've got abilities for the Guardian forces, and then you've got sort of menu abilities, as it was called. Now, big one we want to do for Quetzalcoatl, first of all, is card. No, it's not card we want. Is it card we want? I damn well forget which one we want. No, it's not. Actually, I'll tell you what, for the version, let's just go on a boost for a moment. We'll do boost for now. That's probably, yeah, we'll do boost for now. Just because it's 10, you know, it's the shortest one. And it says here boost GF. I seem a bit confused as to what that is. I'll explain later. And in fact, we'll do the same thing with Shiva. You'll notice though she has different abilities. She's got strength and vitality, spirit, boost is there, you know, and she's got this one here, ice magic refinement. But again, we'll put her on boost for now. And Quetzalcoatl, yeah, he's got lightning, wind, thunder magic sort of thing. So yeah, so that's pretty good. Anything here to look at our items? Yeah, you've seen these. Potions, Phoenix Downs, remedies, pretty standard stuff. And that's about all we want to do. Now, you can press the back button, or the select button, as it was back in the PS2 days. There's switching maps. Now, this is where we are at VIII Garden. We were told that we want to go to the Fire Cavern, which is somewhere west of us, somewhere over there. Do note there is also a dot there, but that's not important right now. So, let us go when I turn the camera properly. And the Fire Cavern is, you see that little hole there, down in the rocks. But first, well, our first battle, folks. Ooh. Holy crap! She's got a whip. Alright then, now, I'm just going to pause it just to say, now, the magic system in Final Fantasy VIII has changed completely. There is no MP system in this game. Period. Magic is not done by MP cost or anything. It is done by the amount of actual spells. Now, the way you get spells is by drawing. Now, I'll show off with Quistis here, draw. We go to draw here, we select him. You see there's a variety types of spells which apparently we don't know about. So let's try drawing some here, see what we got. You see, she draws, and now Quistis now has 3 blizzards. You don't learn them, you don't use MP to cast them, you draw them from enemies. Some people like that, some people do not. Whether you do or not is up to you. Let's have a look to see what else this guy's got. 8 cures. Ooh. That's not bad. You can receive up to 9 of any spell at any one point, just so you know. Ah! Bugger. Let's see what we got here. And we're going to stock just a small variety of spells here. Doesn't hurt. 8 scans. Very nice. 5 blizzards. The amount that you can receive is reasonably random. She wants cure. Let's give Squall some scans, and then we'll actually get on with this. Alright, so let's actually, you know, start kicking its ass. If it has one, for that matter. Ow! Alright, let's take it down. Isn't there a way to, like, get up it, its name? Ah, there we are, the Glacial Eye, that's the one. Oh yeah, that works, critical hit. Thank you, game. Yeah, pathetic. Tremble in fear before Quistis' mighty whip. And, well, we got a bit of experience. Very nice. An M-Stone piece. Still with a little magic power. Can't do anything with that just yet. And you see there, Guardian Force received 1 AP, as in ability points. And And now, if we now go to, if we go back to our Guardian Forces quickly, say with Quetzalcoatl, same. See, now they've both got 1 out of 10. So, you know, and the ability points, that's how they learn their abilities. You know, you go forward, you get ability points. You also know that they do get a little bit of experience as well while they go along. Just as a little note, if you do have more than one GF equipped to a character, there's sort of like a pot of sort of experience that is sort of dished out. You know, say like it's we'll say 100 experience, for example. In this case, they've only got 2 GFs and they're split across both of them. And everything's split nice and evenly, so they both get 50 each. However, if you give, like say, if we gave 2 to one character, firstly, experience is sort of split into how many characters there are, which we got 2, so 100 divided by 2 is 50, and then that experience is then divided by the amount of GFs that each person has. So they've got 1 each, so 50 divided by 1 is 50. But let's say if Squall had, say, both of them, they'd only both get 25. So, something just a note for later on, if you want to start getting some GFs heavily leveled. Yeah, we'll deal with that next bit in a moment. Whoa. Yeah, there's the Fire Cavern now. I want to try and get one more fight here, just before we go in. Even if it is the same, I don't care. What do we got? Oh, that's okay. That's a bite bug, I believe. Yeah, they're pretty weak, folks. You still remember? The R1 is the trigger. Pull it just as you strike. Same for the Renzokuken. Yeah, Squall's weapon is a gunblade. Now, a gunblade is very unique in that, well, it's a gun with a blade. But his weapon is also unique that you can cause the critical magic. If you press R1 there, you can actually get a critical strike, which no one else in this game can do. And I'm not sure of any game as such where you can actually cause the critical strike in such a fashion. I've never known it really before, or at least in a Final Fantasy game. And just to actually show you about that, GFC 1 AP, very good. And just to show that off, actually, just to prove it. If you go to the status, if you're going to see it, you see at the bottom there with Quistis, hit a percentage of 103%, which, well, it doesn't really go by much, really. But, you know, if we go to Squall's, hit percentage of 255%, which means that, in theory, he will hit a critical strike every time. But it only puts it there because you yourself have the ability to cause a critical strike. I don't think it can happen unless you pull the trigger yourself. Whoops. But yeah. So just something to remember, you know, very handy. Alrighty, well, here we are at the Fire Cavern. Okay, Junction magic. Now pay attention. We'll explain how to utilize the magic you have stocked. Except you forgot about one thing, Quistis. Me. No. When you draw new magic, try experimenting with Junction, blah 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 blah. You know how to use a gunblade? Yeah, press R1. Thanks. Right, junctioning magic. Now, this is the core mechanic, really, for the entire game. This is what it's all about, not just leveling. Junctioning magic. Now, let's say we'll go with Squall for the moment because we can. Now, obviously we already set like the abilities and all that sort of stuff. And by the way, the abilities here are sort of like party abilities you can get, but that doesn't really matter. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked here. Now, junctioning magic. Now, as you go along, as you can see, we've got a few spells here for Squall. Here we've got a cure, we've got blizzard and scan, and same for Quistis. Now, as you come along down here, you've got oh, I never used that change at the top. You've got all your different abilities and stats, you know, HP, strength, whatever. Now, because we've got Quetzalcoatl equipped, Quetzalcoatl allows us to modify our spirit levels. And spirit, I believe this affects sort of like sort of health or something like that, defense. You don't have any armor in the game, folks. Your armor as such is almost sort of this. Now, we go to our spirit, for example, here. Now it's at 5. If we decide we want to put a spell next to it, you'll see it gets a slight boost there, up to 6. But you'll notice that not all of them do it. You need to have enough spells. You can carry up to 100 of any kind of spell, folks. Now, something that you need to try and remember when you're doing all this is that with any of these stats, not every spell affects every stat in the same way. And what I mean by that is that if you go into the actual game files, and I have got this printed out. Now, I came prepared, folks. I came prepared. There we go. That's the one. Whoop. As you go along, different spells will have different different effectiveness on certain stats. For example, like if we had a HP junction, magic like cure or life spells, that kind of thing, are a lot more effective and raise your HP a lot more than, say, using attacking spells like fire or thunderger, that sort of thing. If you go to, say, like your elemental attack, like your elemental defense, for example, you know, if you put in just like a blizzard spell, for example, it will raise your ice defense. But if you put on something like shell, which raises your overall magic defense, anyways, when you cast it, it raises all your stats. That kind of thing. Various spells have varying effects. Some spells are a lot more effective than others. It's like here with the spirits junction here. When I get my magical thing up. Let's see what we got here. We got cure, which apparently has a modifier of sort of 0. It adds for everyone who puts on sort of 0.15 of a point, but the number's always rounded down. So 0.15 times by 8, for example, is let's do some maths. That's 1.2. So you get a bonus of 1. But Blizzard, for example, when I find it, only has a modifier of 0.04. Which is a heck of a lot less, and obviously that times by 5, 0.2, doesn't do anything. So, you know, a lot of spells are a lot more effective with various types of things than others, and I'll let you know what those are as we go along. For the moment, seeing as this is the only thing that will raise it, I suppose you might as well do it and do that. Just so you know as well, if you decide to start casting these spells that you've junctioned in the game, like especially you'll notice with your HP, you can cast a spell and your actual health will actually go down slightly. You know, your maximum health, so just watch out for that. With Quistis, she's got the magic here. Now, none of those would go up, because Scan, for example, Scan is a very, very, very weak spell. It has not a lot of effect on any stat. Actually, looking at the stats here, it has basically 0 effect on any stat, unless you've got loads of them. So, Scans are pretty useless, so never mind with them. But so we got nothing to raise our magic there, so never mind. So yeah. So let's just proceed onwards here. We'll have a chat with these guys. Objective: to attain a low-level GF. A seed member must support. Are you ready? Yeah, we should be okay. I'm ready. I'm his support. Instructor number 14. Quistis. Quistis! Damn it, Shadow! Select a time limit. Choose one suited to your abilities. Challenging, yet reasonable. Now, obviously, we're doing all this to become, well, what is known as a seed. You know, and seeds have a lot of different ranks, and actually, just so you know, the higher rank, you actually get paid more. Now, there's a variety of tests that you have to do at the beginning of the game, and this is one of them. And the better you do at the test, the better your seed rank will be overall if/when we pass. Now, some things, you know, how to get the most out of some of these tasks is a bit confusing at times, or a bit maybe it's misleading. Now, the first one here is the Fire Cavern test. Now, this is an interesting one. Now, you would think here, oh, if we're doing a test, surely least amount of time will mean that we've got, we'll get the most points because we do it in the least amount of time. So awesome. Except that's not how it goes, folks. As he said to pick a time that's challenging yet reasonable, and this is all about your judgment. And what the idea is not how small a time you pick, but rather how small time you've got left when you complete it. So you can pick 10 minutes, you can pick 40 minutes, it does not matter what you start with, only matters what you end with. And the closer you are to finishing with like 0 seconds left, the more points you will get out of this. So let's say, because I'm still trying to show off, I'm going to go, say 20 minutes. That will probably include me sort of pausing and sort of doing a bit of off-screen stuff like that sort of thing. Just so you know, if you're in a menu as well, your timer will... Yeah, so you got the timer up there. 56, 55, 54, 53, 51, 50. But you'll notice if you go to the menu here, look at the bottom right, your timer is still going. And if your timer hits 0, it is game over. Everything else is up to you. Fine. What the hell, Quistis? What the hell? Yeah, great job you're doing. Absolutely fantastic. Let's proceed on a little bit up here. In our first fight, hurrah! Right, what have we got today? Ah, red bats! That's something I'm going to show off as well, and to show you how you can do this. There's a few things I'm going to show off. Now, first of all, scans. Show you how these work. If you use scan on an enemy here, it's sort of like the Libra, it goes up to various names, other various languages, that sort of thing. But you can scan an enemy to get an idea for its stats here. So let's have a look. A type of bat with a huge mouth. Lurks in dark places, dives quickly from the air to bite its target. Flying monster, weak against wind, and has only 44 HP. So basically, he's pathetic. Go on, Quistis! Destroy him! Easy as pie. Is the only magic we can draw? Oh, he's got a new spell here. I suppose we'll grab that. It's always handy just to grab a couple of spells from him, then just to keep you going. Yeah, they got thunder. Not too bad. I'll get Squall, grab one more, and then we'll waste this guy. Smack! That is one of the more unorthodox weapons I think. I mean, a gunblade, fine. But a whip? This commentator is currently shaking his head. Anyways, let's move on here a little bit. Does this go off in various places? Maybe not. Ah, there's a draw point here. Now, I didn't show these off back at VIII, so draw point, fire found. Now, who will draw it? Now, you've got a choice. You can choose who draws it. To be able to draw, you've got to have a GF equipped, just obviously. So let's give this to Quistis. 13 fires, very nice. Although you can only get a limit of up to 9 in battle each time, these can give you a bit more. Let's quickly just rearrange these, because in case you haven't realised from Resident Evil, I'm finicky. Let's see if we can't get some of these matches. See if anything is beyond. You see, yeah, it goes down to 5, 5, 5. Yeah, okay. Let's have a look. Can anything give her a boost in the magic? Ooh, fire does. Very nice. Well, might as well do that then. Doesn't hurt. Boost the boosts. Just you wait until a few videos time folks, you'll see how ridiculous it gets. My god, you do not understand how ridiculous this can get. Whoa, a lot of enemies here. Got some red bats in the back, but we've also got bombs. Elemental monster. Use an ice attack for these, yeah. Check the monster's weakness with scan, and just because Quistis told her to, I mean, she's an instructor, I'm not going to disobey her. Do you want to disobey Quistis? You know, she'll whip you into shape. A scanner bomb. Those bombs. They are serious. They are amazing. A monster powered by fire. Usually calm, but still dangerous Andra that becomes gigantic or explodes when attacked. Very weak against ice. Not weak, very weak against ice. Weak against wind, but they absorb fire, so don't bother fire spells unless you want to start healing them. 330 health. Okay. Right. So let us use Blizzard. Being ice elemental should be fairly effective. Yeah, that's pretty effective. And we'll just get Quistis just to finish this bomb off here. I don't mind the red bats so much. They're pretty weak. Bombs are important. Bomb got anything for a straw? Oh, I've only got fire. Yeah, we'll grab a couple of those. Like I say, it doesn't hurt to have just a few. A few of every spell doesn't hurt too much. Ow! Right, let's not use fire. It's a big, massive iceberg. She got thunders. I forget she has. Yeah, she has thunders. What am I doing? Wasting your time, viewers. I do apologise. Let's finish this guy off. Like I say, fights will go A lot faster, and B, just like the old Final Fantasy folk, I'm not going to be showing repeat battles or ones that aren't important, sort of thing. Ooh, 200 experience each. Very nice. Vampire Fang. Fang that makes vampire attack. Stone piece. Very nice. 4 AP. Very good. GS must be pretty nearly done now. If I choose the right one. 8. Nearly there. Alrighty, now let's just. Yeah, I don't think I need to change anything. I know that I don't change these very often, but see, Thunder can also give the same boost because. Generally you'll find like Fire, Thunder, Blizzard, those sort of things generally have the same sort of modifiers for a lot of things, generally. Alright, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. And we'll head up here then. Can we go this way? Oh, we have got a new enemy here. This is the... I always forget what this name is. Except it's not very strong. The Buell. Got anything for us to take? Ah, it's got all Fire, Thunder and Blizzard here. Word of advice, folks. Grab some Blizzards while you have a chance. They will be very, very useful in the near future. Fire Cavern. Low level GF. No points for guessing who it is. Or what it is, I suppose. So we'll grab a couple of these. And then, that should be play. That should be all we need. That should be more than enough, actually. Yeah, Buell's not got a lot of health. It's only got, not got a lot at all. Don't you cast fire on me. Ah! Yeah, magic attacks, them physical attacks may not hurt much, but their magic attacks certainly do. Like I say, pretty weak. Alrighty, let's see, a bit of experience. Pathetic. That's also received 1 AP, very good. I do actually want to get into one more fight to get them to learn boost before we proceed into the next bit, just so you know, folks. So, this is probably going to be another round fight before, so I'll edit this one out. Alright, Guardian Force received an ability point. And Getsuko and Shiva have both learned boost. Very nice. So now what happens is once they learn an ability, whoops, is then, obviously that's complete. And then what it will do is it will then automatically, the game will then reassign automatically the next one that it thinks you should learn. Now, what we want to do for Ketsugawa is you want to learn card. That could be very, very handy for you to do that. So we are going to do that. Or do we want Thunder Magic Refine? No, we want Thunder Magic Refine, don't we? Damn it, I always bloody forget which one it is. I know what we want, but I forget which one it is that we need. We'll go, I'm pretty sure, it must be card, surely. And Shiva, let's get on Ice Magic Refine for now. So yeah, so now those abilities have been learnt, you then choose the next one, and you go sort of go through the process over and over and over. No, fairly simple. Now what I'm going to do, folks, I'm going to call that a video. I'm going to make this quick because my time is starting to run short. Is there a save point up ahead? I hope so. Apparently not, folks. But music stopped. And all is looking very, very menacing. But I'm going to have to leave that there, folks. So I thank you all very much for watching. And I shall see you in the next video, folks. So, I'll see you then.